another sketchbook tour. Whoa! Now, I know what you may be wondering. Erin, you just did a sketchbook tour. How do you have another one ready? That's a great question. Thank you for asking. Basically, this is teeny tiny, so got it done really quick. Super teeny tiny. And I was on winter break, so I had a bunch more time to draw. The sketchbook I'm talking about that I just finished is this one. You can go see that. I'm lining all the bad ones. You can go see that on my YouTube channel right now. But for now, let's get into this one. The first sticker on the front is like the main sticker is from Matthew Sorgi. Unfortunately, he doesn't post much content anymore, but he used to post videos, and I'll go ahead and link his channel in the description because I get a whole lot of inspiration from him and his videos and his art content. So if you want to check that out, I highly recommend. The rest of these were just from a sticker pack, from that same sticker pack. And then Peter McPoland, his concert stickers, put those here. This is from Adventure Time sticker. This is Velma, and that was just another sticker pack I got. Then this is from Gel Arts, another big inspiration for my art and my stuff. Here are my goals for the sketchbook. If you'd like to read that, you can go ahead and pause now. I started it on 12/30/23 and I ended it today. Okay, so I'll just start getting into the sketchbook. So the first page, I was planning out my 2024 bullet journal. If you don't know, I do bullet journals. I don't post them anywhere, but I basically use it as a planner. So this was me planning out pages, and then I wanted to make a mood board, which I actually did. Maybe I'll put it right here. This is a drawing of me, not very good. And then some things that I wanted to make. I actually just updated my YouTube channel and put a new YouTube banner on it, a new logo on it. I've been doing intro like cards and stuff, so I was kind of figuring out what I wanted those to look like. Then I thought it might be fun to add some art into my videos, so I was thinking maybe pixel art would look cool. Maybe as little like things going across the screen or something. I'm still kind of figuring things out with that, so I wrote some things down. And then this drawing, I don't even know what this is. I really like this though. I just kind of drew it, and in this sketchbook I kind of do more with character like stylization, but here are some. I also really like this bug. I just like this page pretty much. This is also planning for my bullet journal. Then I tried to do like a face set looking down at a face, and then another character, and then I did some studies of people, and I realized I can't really draw people very well, at least full body ones, so I decided I was going to focus on that in this sketchbook. This is a really bad portrait I did, really ugly, and it's even worse under there, so I did this at work really fast. I was just really bored, so then I get kind of into drawing people a little bit. Here's where I really get into drawing people. This one's really bad, but I like the ones that I highlighted. Then I wanted to get into like doing characters, so I looked up character prompts, and I got a father who does architecture, and his main feature is he has arched eyebrows, so that was that. And then I got a detective who has bushy eyebrows and sings, so I made a detective. And then this, I started watching Hilda season 3, which is so good. I really recommend that if you haven't watched that. But I drew Hilda, and then this was the episode I was on. If you know the episode, it's like a spider thing. It's really cool. I really like that design, so I drew it. Then I'm still just kind of trying to figure out how I want to draw people, how I want them to look, so that's this one. And then this one is actually a reference to the next page, this page. So I took this drawing and I kind of just drew it exactly as I saw it, and I wanted to see if I could kind of make the features look a little bit more cartoonish, kind of like how Hilda is drawn. Hilda is actually a huge inspiration for pretty much all this whole sketchbook. I basically binged Hilda on Netflix for this whole sketchbook, and then I really liked how the characters were drawn and just how everything looked, especially in season 3. So that kind of came into everything else. So you'll see that. This was for real. This one was bad. I had a reel, an Instagram reel. I post, if you're not from Instagram, I post reels almost every day that kind of look like this. They look different usually, but they're me just drawing in my sketchbook. Check that out if you'd like. But this is supposed to be one, and then I was like, that's too bad. I can't post that. That's awful. So then I did this one. These were done using these pens. This pen, they're Tombow, they look like this, brush pen, and I use the soft tip, and then there's also a hard tip one that I use. They're both black, but this one kind of looks navy, because to tell them apart. But for drawing people, I use the soft tip, because I can get like really thick lines and really get the shadows. And in this sketchbook, I kind of experiment more with how shadows look on people. So here's another page, trying to figure out how I draw people. Some more figure study. That's my dog, Libby. You'll see her in the end of this sketchbook. This is an idea about a story that I want to make, and just kind of figuring out how I want to do things. But I've always been really interested in like creating a story, and maybe even like a comic. So I finally figured out a story that I kind of liked. So we'll see. This is this, but I just drew it again, seeing if I could kind of do it up close. Just kind of figuring out how I want to draw things. This is another portrait. This is when I get more into shadows. You can see it's kind of shadowy. I don't like how this isn't fully black. I wish I would have taken my time on that, but that's okay. I focused more on how the shadows looked instead of drawing the features for this one. So it's kind of messed up here, but it's okay. An ogre, I think this is. This is a goblin. I really like how this one turned out. And then this one I didn't post. I thought it was bad. Just a picture on Pinterest. But I like how this one looks. And I like the shadow look and kind of the hair and everything. It just kind of really fits like the character. These two I actually really like as well. I love this one. This one gives me very much like graphic novel, like kind of like Something is Killing the Children, that graphic novel. It gives me those vibes, and I just really like it. I like how I took my time with the shadows and everything. And then this one, I don't like this shadow. I think I should have made it more organic looking rather than just a straight line, but I didn't even notice I did that until I posted it, and I was like, what the heck? But I like the eyes on this one and like the nose and everything, but this one's probably my favorite in the whole sketchbook. Here's where I got more into drawing characters. This is just how I would draw people. These two are not mine. These are things I found on Pinterest. They are not my design. I basically just copied them off of Pinterest, which isn't good, but it is what it is. Then this is all my stuff, though. This one is my stuff as well. I was having trouble coming up with video ideas, and I'm a person that really needs to write stuff down and be able to see it and be able to cross things off and highlight things. So these are all video ideas that I might want to do. And then of course I was watching Hilda. So I drew some characters from Hilda. I don't know what it was about this season, but I just thought the characters were really well done, especially this guy and this guy. I just really liked them. I thought they were really well done. And once I really got into like looking how they drew the eyes and how they drew the teeth, and especially those two features, I was like, I feel like I could kind of transfer this into some different characters and design stuff. Then I watched an art history video by Brittany Broski. I don't really know much about art history. I really got into art like my sophomore year of high school, so I've only been doing it for about 4 years now. And she was talking about the sublime, and basically it means like the fragility of humanity, and it's shown with like large ocean waves or thundering clouds, and I might show some of those in here, some quick examples of those. But I just found that that was a really interesting idea. I've always kind of been interested in that kind of thing. So I decided to make a painting about it. I haven't finished the painting yet, and I do plan on making a whole video about this painting and the idea. It's already in the works, so if you want to see more of this, then just wait a second. I wrote a few things that I wanted it to be about. I won't go into too much detail, but these are just thumbnails for that painting, and then more thumbnails for it. I kind of settled on a mix of these two, but that's how I thumbnail. I like to do it in 2 different colors, so I know where the shadows are and where like the focal point will be. And then I did some kind of rule of thirds here, but I messed up this eye, but these are some cats I saw, and I wanted to draw them in the style of Hilda, because his teeth were kind of pointy, so it reminded me of this cat that I saw on Pinterest. So I decided to draw cats kind of in this style, and that's what it came out to be. I really like this one. I really think that one's funny. Then I figured out I actually have access to a bunch of Studio Ghibli movies, so I watched My Neighbor Totoro for the first time. So this is the characters in my style. Most of the drawings that I do in pencil first, and then I go over with those bold brush pens, and I really like how I drew the little girl in this one. And this one's kind of bad, but I like these two, and obviously like the rest of them. I just really like how they look. This one's not very good. Some more little notes. Free Palestine. But I drew frogs. I've never really been good at drawing frogs, and then I was trying to figure out how to get better at drawing characters and drawing animals and doing all that stuff. So this says draw with intention and take notes on what you don't like or what you do like. So I was watching a bunch of videos about how to improve and how to kind of figure out how I want to draw people, and that was one of the main things that most of the videos said, so I decided to go ahead and do that. Then this is also a reel if you want to check that out. So then I ended up doing that, and I drew this little portrait of a kid. I didn't take any notes here, but this was also an Instagram reel. I really like this pose. This is not my original pose. I found this on Pinterest. I will link my Pinterest down in the description if you want to look at any of my references, but this is a cat, kind of bad. This is my character. This is not my character, and this is my character, but not in a pose that I made up. So this is also a reel here. This is Sylvester Stallone. This is a reel as well, but I really like how I drew him. I think he looks really stylized, and I feel like the ones before were just kind of drawing exactly what I saw, while this one was kind of different and kind of had a bit more personality behind it. This guy had no eyebrows. This, I really want to get better at drawing like full scenes with characters in them. So I've been trying to draw more poses and things, and this is when I started taking notes on what I wanted to do. Some video ideas here, but I said bad hips. I like the shoulder size and hips of this one, I believe. And then the head was too small, but I liked how the hips were. The hips were too small, so I had to change that. And then the feet were too small. Yeah. But I just kind of took notes on that. This, I was wanting to draw characters, so this is heavily based off of Splatoon. And then I kind of have decided that, which page was it? This character is a new character I want to draw, with the short hair and kind of circular glasses and a sweater with these big baggy pants. I put her in shorts here because I was drawing her based off of Splatoon, but I put a little sprite there, and yeah, based off of Splatoon. This was all while I had finally got back to school, and I'm actually taking graphic design classes and art classes, and that's my major. So we were talking about a project that we might have coming up, and I had wrote down some ideas just so that I wouldn't forget about them, because I definitely would forget about my ideas. So I just roughly sketched them out. And fish again, you'll see. I do a lot of fish in my art. So this is all trying to figure out how I want to draw myself. I am wanting to maybe try to do like an animated video or something like that. So I need to kind of have like a persona that I draw. I like this. I like these three. I missed the eyebrow on that one. Whoops. But these are kind of how I want to draw myself in those videos. I think that would be pretty cool. So, and these, you can kind of see the similarities between Hilda and how I drew myself. Like here, very round. The eyes are kind of like that, and just you can kind of see the similarities, I feel like. Then for the last page, I drew my dogs. I think I want, if I were to make animated videos or even just character videos, where it's not me talking, it's my character talking, I would want to have my dog in it. So I have two dogs, Libby and Lottie, and Libby is like the sweetest little thing ever, literally. She's so old, so I drew her like really old. She either is annoyed with you or she loves you. She's so sweet. And then this is Lottie. She's like 2, and she's a crazy girl. She's kind of evil, like a little bit evil, but she's really a sweet dog, but she's kind of kooky and crazy, so I drew her like this. But that is the end of my sketchbook. Here's what the back looks like. I got this from my friend Kaylee. Shout out Kaylee. This sketchbook is an UGLYBOOKSS sketchbook. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This is the end of the video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you would like to see more of my drawing content, check out my Instagram or my TikTok. I also just posted this sketchbook tour, so check that out if you would like. But yeah, I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you all soon.